Have you ever felt like you've been cast aside, or that your best days are behind you? Well, today, we're diving into a classic fairy tale that proves it's never too late for a new beginning. We're talking about the Bremen Town Musicians, a timeless story collected by the Brothers Grimm that's packed with lessons on friendship, courage, and the power of teamwork. So, grab a comfy seat, and let's journey down the road to Bremen. Our story begins with four unlikely heroes, each facing a rather grim future. First, there's the donkey. For years, he faithfully carried heavy sacks of flour, but now, old and weak, his master plans to get rid of him. Instead of accepting his fate, the donkey decides to run away. His dream: to become a town musician in the vibrant city of Bremen. He's gentle, he's hard-working, and he's determined to find a new purpose. On his journey, the donkey meets our second character, a hunting dog. Just like the donkey, the dog is old and can no longer keep up with the hunt. His master was about to put him down. The dog is heartbroken, but the donkey offers him a new path. "Why not join me?" he suggests. "I'll play the lute, and you can beat the drums." The loyal and brave dog, seeing a glimmer of hope, agrees to join the quest for a new life in Bremen. Soon after, the two companions stumble upon a forlorn cat, sitting by the roadside with a face as long as a rainy weekend. She used to be a great mouser, but now that her teeth are dull, her mistress wanted to drown her. She's clever and watchful, but her confidence is shaken. The donkey and the dog invite her along. "You're a natural at serenades," they tell her. "Come with us to Bremen." The cat, intrigued by the idea of a musical career, decides to join their growing band. Their trio soon becomes a quartet when they find a rooster perched on a gate, crowing with all his might. But this isn't a happy morning call. The rooster explains that guests are coming for dinner, and he's meant to be the main course. He's crowing to savor his last moments. The donkey, ever the optimist, sees another potential band member. With his spirited voice, he'd be the perfect lead singer. And so, the rooster, full of renewed hope, flies down to join the donkey, the dog, and the cat on their journey. So, here we have our band of misfits: a donkey, a dog, a cat, and a rooster. Each one was deemed useless by their former owners, but together, they've found a shared dream. They are no longer just for old animals. They are the aspiring Bremen Town musicians, united by a common goal and a desire for a life where they are valued. As night falls, our four friends find themselves deep in a forest. Tired and hungry, they need a place to rest. The rooster, using his sharp eyes, spots a light twinkling in the distance. They follow it and discover a small, cozy-looking house. Peeking through the window, they see something completely unexpected. The house isn't empty. It's occupied by a gang of robbers, feasting on stolen goods and counting their loot. The animals huddle together, whispering a plan. They are hungry, and that food looks delicious. But how could four old animals possibly take on a group of dangerous robbers? This is where their teamwork truly shines. They decide to use their unique talents to create a terrifying spectacle. The donkey places his front hooves on the windowsill. The dog jumps onto the donkey's back. The cat climbs onto the dog, and the rooster flies up to perch on the cat's head. On the count of 3, they unleash their music. The donkey brays, the dog barks, the cat meows, and the rooster crows, all at the same time. The combined sound is a chaotic, ear-splitting noise. The robbers, seeing the strange, shadowy figure at the window, and hearing the unearthly racket, are terrified. They think a monster or a ghost has come to get them. In a panic, they drop everything and flee into the forest, leaving their feast and their treasure behind. Victorious, the four musicians enter the house. They can't believe their luck. They eat the grand feast, their first proper meal in days, and then find comfortable spots to sleep. The donkey lies down in the yard, the dog settles behind the door. The cat curls up by the warm fireplace, and the rooster flies up to the roof. Finally, they are safe, sound, and together. They are so comfortable that they decide to forget all about going to Bremen. They have already found their new home. But the story isn't quite over. Later that night, the robber chief sends one of his men back to the house to investigate. The robber creeps into the dark, silent house, hoping to find it empty. He goes to the fireplace to light a candle, but he mistakes the cat's glowing eyes for burning coals. When he tries to light his match, the cat springs up, hissing and scratching his face. Startled, the robber runs for the back door, but he trips over the dog, who bites him on the leg. As he stumbles out into the yard, the donkey gives him a powerful kick. And as he flees in terror, the rooster on the roof crows cock-a-doodle-doo. The frightened robber runs back to his chief and tells him a horrifying tale. He claims the house is haunted by a terrible witch who scratched him, a man with a knife who stabbed him, a black monster who clubbed him, and a judge on the roof who shouted, "Bring the rogue to me." After hearing this terrifying account, the robbers never dared to go near the house again. And our four heroes, the donkey, the dog, the cat, and the rooster lived there happily for the rest of their days. They found something even better than fame in Bremen. They found a home, a family, and a life of peace and contentment. So, what can we learn from this wonderful tale? The most obvious lesson is that friendship makes us stronger. Alone, each animal was vulnerable and facing a terrible fate. But together, they were a force to be reckoned with. Their unity and cooperation allowed them to overcome a challenge that seemed impossible. It's a powerful reminder that when we support each other, we can achieve amazing things. The story also champions the idea of teamwork. Each animal contributed their unique ability to the group. The donkey provided a sturdy base, the dog added his bark and bite, the cat brought her sharp claws and night vision, and the rooster served as the lookout and alarm. They didn't all have the same strengths, but they combined what they had to create a brilliant strategy. This teaches us to value the different skills and perspectives that each person brings to a team. Perhaps the most heartwarming message is that everyone has value, regardless of their age or perceived weaknesses. The animals were considered past their prime by their owners, but they proved that they still had so much to offer. Their journey is a beautiful metaphor for finding a new purpose in life. It tells us that it's never too late to start over, to reinvent yourself, and to find a place where you are appreciated for who you are. The house they claim symbolizes the safety, security, and happiness they earned through their unity and courage. The Bremen Town Musicians isn't just a simple children's story. It's a profound tale about resilience, the courage to change your circumstances, and the life-changing power of finding your found family. It encourages us to look past appearances and see the inherent worth in everyone, and to remember that when life closes one door, a group of good friends can help you kick down another. It's a story that has resonated for generations, and its lessons on kindness, cooperation, and new beginnings are more relevant today than ever. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey to Bremen, or rather, to the cozy little house in the woods. I hope this story inspired you as much as it inspires me. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite stories. See you next time.